Hi, this is Joe again with another review. For the sake of this video, we'll be discussing the 1951 classic, The Day the Earth Stood Still. Of course, this movie is one of the best science fiction movies that ever came out at a time when science fiction movies were a big deal in the 50s. You had Earth vs. Flying Saucers, you had of course, War of the Worlds was the most famous one that came out in the 1950s. And of course, also Invasion of the Body Snatchers. But this movie is pretty much just a movie that all the other movies came before it was based on, in some ways. It's a typical story about a spaceship lands in Washington, D.C. Pretty much in Washington Mall in D.C. And you had this giant robot there that was trying to attack the troops that were there because they were scared out of their minds of what was in the ring, because they gave out no message and stuff as to no real communications to say, hey, I come in peace, show me to your leader type stuff. And of course, that's eventually what happens. The actual guy who was in the ship, Claytow, the character's name was, comes out and says, look, I want to speak to you, every leader on the planet, because I have a message for everybody. And at first they didn't quite believe this guy, they didn't quite trust him, and because that he was suspicious or that type of thing. Really not clear what his message was. Pretty much throughout the film, except for the fact that he says, look, if you guys continue going, squabbling with low pay differences there, your pay squabbles, you're gonna go and destroy yourselves if you keep going this way. And I'm here to help you guys. And they didn't trust. Knowing that the United States government didn't trust them, but all the other governments around the world, because they contacted all the governments and said, "Oh, let's have a whole meeting with every country in the world, or at least they had a state, and talk to this guy." And of course, and the meeting is going to be here in Washington. And so, of course, you have the Russians. Oh, we're not going to go to Washington, D.C. And they say, oh, let's have the meeting here in Moscow. Well, of course, the United States says we're going to go to Moscow for this meeting. And another country's joining us, and we're not going to go there, we're going to go here. And so, some countries say, oh, we don't want to go there, we want to go here. Type thing. So all this stupid pain squabbles. So Clayton says, all right, screw you. And of course, by the end of the movie, he does leave. And of course, it takes him a long time. It does take a long time to get it. I mean, this movie could have been like a half-hour, 45-minute film. That's the basis for that. But during that time, he actually escapes custody in the hospital, Walter Reed Hospital in Washington. Goes out and tries to say, "Oh, is this society worth saving?" And of course, he does believe that it's worth saving, but people are still attacking him because they're suspicious. They want to make sure that he doesn't get out and possibly hurt people. They're afraid this guy will hurt people. So of course, by the end of the movie, like I just said, that he said, "Oh, screw you guys, I'm leaving. He said, you're going to destroy yourselves. And you're not going to get any help from me, from my people. So, f you guys." And that's, of course, unfortunately, what the the attitude is, going forward. So. But in terms of a film, it definitely was a unique science fiction film. And of course, at the end of the movie is the clip that was used in the movie Independence Day, which is quite interesting, quite fun to see the movie spoofed in like that. But a lot of like that. But The Day the Earth Stood Still is a classic movie, but unfortunately, it's not one day. It's like 3 or 4 days over the course of this movie. But regardless, it is a classic science fiction story, and it should be well viewed for those who are science fiction nuts. But the movie is a classic in a lot of ways, and I do hope you get to enjoy it. It's fun to do a short video. I mean, it's not even 5 minutes yet, because there's not much to really tell in the story. But of course, the most disturbing part I should mention. That this was one bit where the alien state or the spaceman stays in a particular boarding house, and it's one particular day he goes out with a kid who lives in the building, and the mother lets him go out with a strange guy all around Washington D.C. Where they go to Arlington Cemetery, they go to Lincoln Memorial, they do all this stuff, like sightseeing stuff, and it's like, it's like kind of like pervert. And the guy who was interested in this girl says, "How can you let him go out with your kid?" Type thing, and. At least he's the only one that brings this up. Of course, nowadays in 2019, it says, "Well, you're crazy. This guy could be pervert." That's about really the only real thing they could really pick on and dissect and really complain over. But other than that, it is a good movie, good classic film, and I suggest you watch it. So that's my review of The Day the Earth Stood Still. Please click on the video, please rate it. Feel free to subscribe to my channel, and please forward this video to your Facebook pages. You can check out all my reviews and on my YouTube channel at rallyseed.com. That's all WDY, seed.com. That's the homepage of the Rally Reviewer. Chris Moore, please check out all of his videos on this website. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.